Right, morning guys, we're on a new job this morning and we are changing a back boiler. Sorry sir. That way, thank you. We are changing over a standard vented cylinder, which is downstairs in the kitchen. And we are putting in a Combi. So the new boiler location is going in here. This is just like a small pantry cupboard for all their stuff. We're now going to be mounting the boiler on this wall here. Flue's going to go out of that wall there. Got the gas meter here already, so we're going to renew the gas up to the boiler. Bathroom downstairs. We're going to be tapping off the hot and colds from the basin, drill through the wall and go up to feed our boiler. Get all that in and done. Condense can go straight out, PRV can go straight out. And we're also changing all the radiators. 5 radiators in the property. We've got one there which I've already removed. We've got a small one there to be removed. Got to take the old back boiler out. So fire's already off. We'll get the back boiler out shortly, and then flow and returns will be in there. We can run the flow and returns across the wall, through the wall, and then we'll be in that boiler cupboard there or thereabouts, and then that's our heating in the right location. Got a radiator to change here, quite a long one. And then we've got one in this room to change as well at the back. So 5 radiators, hot water cylinder out, tanks in the loft out, back boiler out, and a new Combi in. So got a couple of days on this job to get this one sorted. It's be a little bit complex, it's a bit tight for space and stuff like that, but we'll get it all in and working. Right, hot water cylinder's out, system's drained. Steve's grafting away, pretending. Fire's all out, boiler's all out. Got that rad off there. This one we're not actually changing anymore, we're just going to remove it and flush it because that was only changed a few years ago according to the customer, so I'll just take the new one back. So it's only four rads now. Just getting this cupboard all prepped and ready. Got all the shelves out now so we can mount the boiler. Got that rad off. That one's looks like it's going to be fun. Got very short pipes coming through the floor. So, and all MDF wooden panelling on the wall, so it's going to be a bit of a tricky one, I think, that rad, but we'll get it done. Hot water cylinder out there. So that was our old hot and vent. That was our hot down. So that can just be cut and capped, the hot, because it's now going to be coming in from the boiler linking through the bathroom. That's our cold main on that stopcock going up, which we no longer need, so that can be cut and capped. That was a cold feed to the cylinder. We don't need that anymore. That'll be cut up high level in the loft and removed. Like I said, the vent can go, and then this was our boiler flow. So that just needs to come down and link to this pipe, which is our flow for our radiators, and then that was our return for our hot water cylinder, which just needs to be cut and capped. So I'll just get this all linked out, and then we can get the water back on, and then there'll be water in the bathroom. There's an electric shower, toilet and basin are off the mains already, so once I cut and cap that cold out, everything will be back working again on the cold side. And like I said, we're just going to stab off the feeds under here, a load of flexies, but we'll get 2 T's put on them, swing them through, drill through and up for the Combi on the other side, and it should be alright. Right, just got this radiator all done. So this is a 9x6. Just had to use a couple of tail extensions because the old radiator was an old imperial size, and a meter would have been too tight. So just 9 and tails, and then all I've done was unsoldered the T. I had the pipe coming out the top for the old one, soldered a new pipe into the right length, new valve. I've just put a lock shield on both sides here because we're in the hallway, so probably going to mount the thermostat somewhere probably on that wall there. So just put in lock shields on both sides. Done the same on that side, unsoldered the old pipe, put a new pipe in there, soldered that back in, and new lock shield on that side. So that one's all done. I need to change the drain off washer inside the old drain off there, so that I don't have issues when I come to flushing, which will be tomorrow. So I'm going to get this stuff moved out of the way in a minute, get that one off, and then I'm going to connect up to the hose outside and get that one blasted out manually first as a mains flush, and then tomorrow we'll carry out a proper flush with the heating. Airing cupboard. I think I'm going to just quickly finish this off now. So I've got the hot and cold capped off, just put a couple of clips on them, capped off the hot and cold, so they're no longer needed. Before that was obviously the hot coming up out the cylinder, which would have been up here somewhere, but now it's being fed from another location, so technically it's coming up to here rather than before it was going down. So we've just capped that because that will technically still be live. And then the cold main that come up here, I went up to feed the tanks up in the roof space. We no longer need any of them pipes to go up, so that can just be cut and capped. And then we've used our cold from the bathroom as our source. So now all I've got to do is link our central heating radiator flow to our main flow, which is up there. So I think the plan is I'm just going to some press fit elbows, press an elbow on that, bring that round to here, down the wall, and then put a press fit coupling on that part there, like that. And then I was going to put a compression cap on the return, but I don't need to because I've got another press fit one, which I just popped out and got because I've run out and my stock's really low on press fit. So I'm going to press fit cap on that and link our flow and return together, and then basically just got to chop out the pipes high level to get them pipes out. Right, we'll just get this all linked in. I just want to quickly show this because hopefully this won't catch anyone else out if they ever see this video. I mean, it probably will catch everyone out in some point in their life, in their career, but just a quick one. So I've just put a press fit cap onto that pipe and it felt nice, but when I pushed this press fit elbow onto that pipe, it felt quite wobbly. So I thought, well, that must be imperial. So what I then done was grabbed a normal end feed coupling. That's a standard end feed coupling, and it slides down the pipe, so that's proof that pipe's definitely 3/4. However, this one, it doesn't. It pushes on, it doesn't go anywhere. So I know that that pipe's normal. Same with that one. That pipe's also 3/4. So it's quite strange. We've got some normal pipe and some 3/4 pipe. So I can just put a standard cap on that and cap that off, and then I've got normal 3/4 to 22mm end feed fittings. So, okay. That can go on there. Right, airing cupboard side of things is pretty much done. Capped off the return there, linked the two flows together. I like that later date. We'll cut them pipes out tomorrow, but that side of things on what we call the link out is all sorted, so we'll crack on with the other radiators now, get that sorted and concentrate on getting the boiler in and piped up. Right, progress update. This is day 2. Just got here this morning, 8 o'clock. That radiator's done. Fire's all sorted in there. One in the kitchen's all sorted. Made good progress on the boiler yesterday. Got all the gas renewed. Got the pipework, some pipework in for the boiler. Just got the fluid to put through and make good the wall. But we've made good progress. Got this bathroom radiator still to do, which I think is going to be a bit of a nightmare. But I'm leaving that one for now. Just got one in this main bedroom and one in the front room there to do. So I'm going to concentrate on getting these two done. These are 700 by 1400. Get that one done and that one done. Finish off the one in the bathroom. And then I just got to quickly get this one off the wall. It's only a small little 5x6, I think. And just give that a good flush out with the mains hose. And then we'll be all good to go. Right, just took that one off the wall. Took it outside. We're just going to give this one a flush. The customer said this radiator's never got hot, but he didn't want it changed because he said it's fairly new, so he didn't want to pay for a new rad, even though I'd bought one, but I've took it back now. But that's why it's never got hot. It's absolutely full of sludge. Look what's that? That's what's just come out the rad valve. It's just block solid with debris. The lock shield is open. I can see now there is a path for the water to flow through, but with that blockage in there, that was never going to work. So I'm going to go and get the hose now, give this valve, this radiator a flush through manually with the hose, and then I can fill up the system and then do a hot flush again. But I just want to make sure that it's completely unblocked with the mains, and I can just blast it out, and then I know for sure that there's no reason why this won't get hot afterwards. But this is why it's important. Before you're going to do a power flush, just go around and check, are valves open, is there anything that you think is alarm bells. Right, just rigged up to the garden hose there. I just took the vent out, and I'm just going to give it a small little flush, nothing major. See, it's a nice bit clear. I did just do it once off camera. I've got a load of black crap come out of it, so I know it's getting a good flush. And then what you can do, turn that off. And then we'll flip it round and we'll do it from the other direction as well, just to make sure we're covering all bases. The last thing I want to do is fill the heating system up and we get issues with rads not getting hot, and then I've got to drain all back down again and stuff like that. So it takes 5 minutes just to do the job properly, and then you're not going to affect yourself in the long run. Right, we're pretty much all done on this one. We've also changed the basin tap and also the kitchen tap because we noticed that both of them were leaking, and because we've now changed to a Combi, when you turn the taps on they were actually leaking a bit more. So I said to the customer, look, purchase the taps and we'll fit them for free for you. I've just temporarily, because I haven't got a thermostat yet, because my one that I've just fitted isn't working, so my colleague's just gone out to get another one for me. I'll just temporarily put the link in very loosely, and that's fired the boiler up. So I'm now doing a hot flush on the system. Just got a bit of tidying up to do in here, lagged it all up. That's our flow returns going through back to where the back boiler was. Gas is all renewed. So yeah, once we've flushed it, we'll then do our test on the boiler and stuff like that. Have a good clean up, but just currently flushing. So this is the only radiator that I've turned off. That one, as you saw earlier, has been flushed out manually outside, and now I'm doing a hot flush on it with the heating on, and it's flying out outside. You can probably just about see the steam, maybe not, but it's coming out. There's a nice bit of dirty water coming out earlier, and it's slowly starting to clear up, because obviously all the radiators are brand new, so it's technically only the pipework that needs to be flushed. But not too bad now, it's pretty clear. Every now and then it spurts through a little bit black again, so I'm just flushing all the pipework now, and then in a minute I will go around and turn off radiators one by one and just do them individually, even though they're brand new. If I can turn off some radiators, it will allow the water to flow around the pipework quicker. Hopefully we'll dislodge a little bit more debris. But it's getting there. Pretty good job. Bit of a challenge, this one. We've got some temperature there on our flow pipe. caps off the return. Just got to lap that in there as well. That radiator was an absolute nightmare to fit. The pipe was coming out the floor bent, so I had to cut that with a multi-tool, get it nice and flush, file it off, and then I put a press coupler on that, pulled a tiny little offset and put a TRV on that as the customer requested, so you could turn this one off should you need to. Got a tail extension on that one, and on that side I put a compression tee. Because the pipe was so short coming out the floor, I didn't want to risk trying to cut it and then it drops through the floor and then I'm buggered, so I just put a compression tee and a drain off on that, tail extension, and then into a lock shield. Boiler's wearing away, and then once we're done we'll what are we on? Running at 50 degrees, so we've got a decent flow going through the system at the moment. It's not going to get boiling hot because obviously I've got the open-ended pipe and the filling loop open, so the boiler's cooling down when it's trying to heat up, so it's never going to get 80 degree around it, flushing it like that, but I've got good mains pressure, so it's filling up really well while it's flying out. So yeah, basically all done on this one. Finish off the flushing, have a good tidy up, and then that'll be it. Hand over to the customer. This is a fat boiler conversion to a combi boiler.